Hello, good evening, everyone. This is a quick market wrap, a daily market wrap on the Indian equity markets. They ended 14th of November 2018. 14th of November is essentially Children's Day. Happy Children's Day, and a very happy Children's Day to every one of you. Keep the child inside you young forever. All right, coming back to the market. Not a child's play for sure. We got lots of volatility. Now, we've had lots of volatility of late, and it seems that there's no end to it. The 15-minute chart of Nifty tells us a positive opening, complete failure within the next 1 hour, revival within the next an hour and a half and 2 hours, and disastrous sell-off again towards the end, just to mark a bit of bounce back. What we have end of a day is kind of a flat market. It essentially does not go much on a closing basis from where it was on Tuesday. But one thing is getting established, and that has been something that we have covered in our videos, saying that 10,650, 10,700 on the upside, that's the resistance, the short term, and supported by good supports as close to 10,400 and 450. That's over here. And I'll quickly reiterate the last video that this Tuesday's low, which is 10,450 for 440 for the spot, this essentially is an important level for follow through weakness. If this breaks on a closing basis, then I expect that the market is likely to weaken further. For the futures, it's 10,460, so let's use 10,450 on a closing basis. On the upside, definitely it needs to sustain above that 650 mark. Every time it goes there, it kind of tests and comes back. So 650, 450, we're looking at this 200 points range for the Nifty. Considering the fact that my moving averages are still in a negative order, they are improving, the sequence is improving a bit, but the order is still negative. Let's go to a slightly higher time frame. The weekly charts does not look very promising for further moves on the upside. Well, I see very clearly that the three moving averages have converged quite a bit. It's important that the 650 level, the 650, 700 level is taken out convincingly. It's difficult to take out these kind of levels, especially keeping in mind that the sectors have played a role, especially the IT space, which was down close to 2.5% into today's trade, and most of the biggies from this space have fallen quite sharply. The pharma, the real estate, and the metal, those were the biggest losers in today's trade. As I said, within the IT, Infosys, TCS, those were all big losers. On the other hand, the PSU banks, supported by banks like SBI, Bank of Baroda, were the ones which were doing good. FMCG, we got a very good move from Hindustan Lever, and little odd sectors like the energy, obviously needs a bit of mentioning for the energy stocks. Let's quickly show you how the stocks within my 108 stock list, I track 108 stocks within the futures market. And within this, the gainers were Indigo. Okay, this is the daily chart of Indigo. Equitas, HPCL, LIC Housing, Bank of Baroda, BPCL, UPL, Maruti, Asian Paint. So, yes, very crude centric gains coming in from this top 8, 10 stocks in the list. There are few odd banks like Bank of Baroda in that. Losers, Ashok Leyland got completely laid down. Big 10% crack in today's fall with an opening of a gap down. Now, don't try to chase, or don't try to, pick a bottom and buy into this stock right now. This is the weekly charts, which clearly suggests that 100, 105 is the support. It has respected this level multiple times, but wait out. When you're falling 10% in a day, there's definitely some structural damage in the price. So wait out for some convincing price structure before you go buying into a stock like this. Motherson Sumi also cracked quite sharp, close to 7.5%. There you go, Sun Pharma. Sun Pharma sank quite hard, and it's already fallen 12.5% this week. The trend had been down, and yes, this bounce back had failed miserably. I'll suggest similar thing. Don't try to pick this bottom right now. Wait for some divergences to shape up. Wait for the candles to get smaller, and then try and buy into these stocks. ICICI Pru, the trend reversal fails to hold with a big 5.5% fall in today's trade. Not a good weekly charts. I think this stock is headed for further lows and all-time lows for sure. Amongst the real estate, DLF falls sharp. Amongst the metals, Jindal Steel. Engineers India, good. We had a short trade for our Alphabet's Intra clients. Alphabet's Intra is a subscription-based recommendation model which I have under my advisory firm 6 Edge, and we went short based on the powerful inside bar breakout strategy, which if you see over here, it was an inside bar at yesterday's close. So we went short below this at 120, 3,500 lot size, and we booked around 118, 18 and a half, a little over 4,500 per lot for each client. It was a quick move, which we got the profits in less than 15 minutes. This was the big breakdown. Yes, the stock has fallen sharply, 3.5%. Again, similar story over here. The weekly charts are not that promising. Now, what are the intraday picks for me tomorrow? Now, I've scanned this, and these are the list of stocks within my 108 stock list, which have formed an inside bar as per today's close. So we have Oro Pharma, we have Biocon, Godrej Industries, Granules, Larsen and Toubro, Power Grid, RBL Bank, and Reliance Infra. But out of these names, which is that stock, or which are the ones that needs few filtration? To know more about this, you can join my free Telegram channel, link of which I have given below in the description box. And in that Telegram channel, I essentially update everyone about the trades that I've taken and on the basis of which I've taken. So tomorrow, if I pick any one of these, based on my next level of filtration, you'll get updated through that Telegram channel. But till then, I think we should keep the seatbelts well fastened up. Volatility stays 650 on the upside, 450 on the downside. The trend is still down. The short-term bounce back is facing resistance. So trade less, trade small, stay in the game, wait for better trending phase to come, and when it comes, make the most of it. Till then, to you and the child inside you, happy Children's Day. Trade well, trade wise.